Yes. Yeah, I will. I just need to. I'm just wait. It's pretty much stream goes first, then I get link for stream, then tweet, and then other people show up. Come on, PSYLP.
Yeah.
PSYLP. There we go. Tyrath one-shot campaign special. Fuck yes.
I love this.
Okay. And tweeted. Oh, hi everyone. Wow, there are people just lurking, just waiting.
Spooky is spooky.
Did you say spooky?
Oh, spooky is. Oh, my microphone's all the way up here. Put it right up to my face.
I can't believe this is happening.
Oh my god.
Neither can I.
This is what you've all waited for.
This is
a prophecy finally happening.
I know, yeah. Or at least a section of. Yeah. The entire 2 years and 4 months of this campain have led up to this moment. Put it in here, folks. This is our peak.
It's all downhill from here.
Are we jumping the shark?
No. Jumping the shark is when they know it's bad. This is just our peak.
Yeah.
Like here, let me. If everyone's in the, we're just gonna fool around a little bit before we start. I'm just moving you all to the whiteboard section.
Oh, right. I should go there.
And here, we'll do an I'll do an illustration of our campaign so far.
Oh wow, it's
That'll
this
be the
place.
blue line. I know. I'm gonna delete this place. Okay.
Oh wow! I stared at I was staring at the Roll20 Inferno's Rifts campaign, and I had my mouse hovering over, and is this it? That's the mind space I'm in. So be prepared.
Oh boy! Well, you'll be perfect for this.
Yeah,
then.
I guess so.
So I haven't asked you that, but are we planning on streaming?
Yeah.
What?
We're
Dude,
streaming
we're live
right now.
Hi everyone. Hi. How's it going, guys?
Dude,
wow! And you were worried about being the wrong mentality, Cram.
Wow.
Squee, we
So
asked you permission.
Illustrate
stream
for
on
everyone.
All right.
Let me zoom out.
I was just reading the rule Piff was talking about, and what I love the most for domestic skills is if you do so, you give the bonus and note that the product is of superior quality.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So just so everyone knows, this is how our campaign is going to be. Our entire Rifts campaign. This is like the prophecy part right here.
Yeah.
All right. This is the section where we're going to be playing the Tyrath special. This is going to be about hour 2 into the session. This is when we jump the shark. This is for hangers-on of the series. And this is when Kriana finally goes crazy and kills us all. No more campaign.
And then there's a partial successful spin-off of Tiny Wrath and Tyrath as roommates.
Yeah, it's
Which
gonna
is
be odd
watched by
couple.
one person, which is Squee right there.
Yep.
All right. So, with all not serious aside, are you guys ready? Shall we start?
I think so. One quick question as far as rules go.
Uh-huh.
Are we assuming?
Well, you'll have to ask Tyrath.
Well, no. Actually, I have to ask you this.
Okay.
Are we assuming that everything that is out of character is just in our player character?
Yes, because for example, what I'll do is I'll have to describe what Tyrath is doing, so I can't do that in the voice of Tyrath, right?
Right.
So for everyone to get their heads straight, you're playing your character. You're playing a character of your character, and so if the first character has something they want to describe or whatnot, you can go out of character to describe it. It's best if you don't think too hard about it or you'll go cross-eyed. Let's all just accept this and continue.
Yeah.
All right. So, You, my dear friends, Mila, Tom, Patrick, and Al, were in the midst of your adventures in the world of Rifts when suddenly, without warning, a flash of purple light surrounds each and every single one of you, and you are popped right out of existence. Temporarily, you were put back into existence, thankfully, just a few scant seconds later. But existence is not similar to where you left it. This existence seems to be this cloudy sphere, unlike the astral plane, which you have visited, which was filled with white smoke and a stark bright sky overhead. This is more of a burnished orange light that is covering the room, and this black wispy smoke surrounds you. Emerging from the smoke itself. And by the way, it goes as far as the eye can see. All you know for sure is that you are not on Earth. Noiselessly, a large form, about 8 feet, 9 feet tall, comes towards you, dressed impeccably in a bright red robe. It is your old ally, Tyrath, who seems to have quite a quizzical look on his face. Greetings, mortals, he intones. I am faced with an interesting quandary. I cannot be too far from my current experiments, and as they percolate, I need to pass the time. I have decided that the best way to do so is to test you, but since I cannot go far from my current plane of existence, I brought you to me. Gather around. And with that, he raises his claw-like fingers down towards the smoke. And in between all of you rises this perfect large table, but more of a disc. It's an oval shape, and it is at least 2 feet thick. It appears to be made of a glass or perhaps a crystal. And initially you think it's black in color, but truly it is more of a very, very, very deep purple. With that, Tyrath beckons you all to gather around the table. I have decided to do a mental creative experiment upon you. I am a master of many times and many places, and in one of these places, certain individuals gather around a table and use their imaginations in order to construct fanciful adventures. This seems something very easy that a creature, a god, such as myself can master. So for tonight, I will be known as Tyrath, the Immortal, Tyrath the Undying, and Tyrath, the Master of the Game. Are there any questions?
Nah, that was really cool.
What?
He is Tyrath the Immortal, Tyrath the Master of the Game, Tyrath the Master of Really Good Pants. What else is there to know?
What?
Tyrath, you explain it to him. Mila crosses her arms, staring at him.
Very well.
I just... Look, I knew we were supposed to wait for you to contact us. I just didn't expect it to be like this.
Well...
Sorry, go ahead.
That is all right. Get used to interrupting me now, mortal. For when we begin the game, my wrath will be mighty if I do not get to complete my sentences.
Okay.
His reptilian eyes look at you. You were saying...
Tom's gonna slowly turn to Al and go, "Are you really gonna complain? Usually he has us do like harder things. That's all I wanted to say.
Just saying. I mean, we have a lot of.
Look, just
things
play the
to
game!
do. Okay. All right.
Very well. Now I will go on a very long-winded way of explaining the rules of the game and how to make a character. For your viewing pleasure and for the pleasure of our fellow players here, we'll just narratively go through the 7 hours of explanation Tyrath goes through and exactly how to play this tabletop game, how to make a character. He also thankfully summons chairs for you to sit around this floating purple table. And as he gets himself prepared, his own chair is more of a throne, a beautiful golden object in which he hovers above you all. However, he also takes out what appears to be some sort of divider made out of wood, a beautiful carved, deep, rich mahogany that separates his edge of the table from the rest of you. He explains that for this quaint little game, to simulate randomness of the cosmos, we will be using the small hexadecimal and octagonal and other such shaped devices known quaintly as die. You roll them and read out the number. I give you modifiers. It is very simple. I am sure you can comprehend.
Mila is playing with her dice.
At the front of the little wooden divider between Tyrath's edge of the table and the rest of you, you also see what seems to be carved, not any sort of official logo of RIFTS or Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder, because that's copyright. And although Tyrath, the immortal, is undying and all-powerful, he doesn't want to get sued. So instead, there is a carving of a new logo for this little game that we're going to be playing, called Terrors and Tiny Wraths. And the logo is a certain little tiny wrath with his cute little fangs barred trying to make a very scary noise. Rawr! Okay, so before we get into Tyrath's adventure, we're going to say, narratively speaking, each of your characters makes a character. If you'd like, I'd like to go around the virtual table and have you guys, as your characters, explain what you have made and your thought process behind it, if you're down with that.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm totes down.
Sure.
All right, well then with that, let's start with one edge of the virtual table, Tom. We'll go Tom, Al, Mila, Patrick. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right,
Okay.
Tom.
So I have made a cyber knight by the name of James Blacko, and Tom is going to go into detail about describing this character. But oddly enough, the character seems to, be described as literally him, looking same eye color, same hairstyle, everything. Now for skills, he has always been really, really jealous of Patrick's ability to overcome a lot of things. So he has a lot of skills like biology, chemistry, advanced mathematics, basic electronics, archaeology, anthropology, things like that.
Okay, cool. Any other notes you want to put in as to why Tom picked that character or decided to play as Cyber Knight?
Well,
We're playing Palladium's Rifts, by the way. Yes, we're
Yes.
playing Rifts within Rifts. It is amazing. All right, please continue.
there is actually a passage in the main rulebook of the first main rulebook that I can read aloud to you if you wish.
Depending on how long it is.
It's not that long.
All right, go
it piqued my interest, so I think it would pique Tom's interest. The hero is taught to understand and control himself, to recognize one's emotions, but not to let emotion overcome reason. Take, for example, this Cyber Knight proverb. It is easy to give oneself to fear and hate, and therefore destroy that which you fear or loathe. But striking out at darkness does not eliminate it. Destruction out of anger, without reason or purpose, is simply destruction. One must learn to control fear and anger, for they can blind you to the truth. One must rechannel emotion and learn to see the dark. Become a builder, not a destroyer. Yet remember, one must tear down that which has become infested with rot in order to let good live.
There you go. Alrighty then. Al.
Yay! All right, so I imagine Al in his spy days in Spy Academy had to learn to take on personas and cover IDs. And because he knew how to fight and how to do spy things, all his focus used to be on detailed cover IDs and backstories. So he made a character and got really into it and got so into making the cover ID that he completely forgot that he ran out of skills and things to give him the combat aspect of it. So I made a character named Poe, who is a cabbage farmer. He has 6 skills.
What are those skills? There's only 6, so you might as well list them all.
He is a good cook, mainly when it involves cabbage dishes. He is good at fishing. He is really good at farming. He's good at sewing. He has hand-to-hand basic and weapon energy pistol because that's all Al could give him by the time he realized, oh, right.
Oh, fuck, I ran out of skill. Oh, Al. You know, when Tom makes his character Tyrath, and his proudness of being order and breaking down the foundation, Tyrath thinks it's very quaint, mortal ideas. But when Al makes his character Tyrath says, if we had more time, which we always do, I would have you re-roll your character, but I believe in having mortals suffer their consequences. Okay. Mila.
Actually, I'm drawing out really quickly what my character looks like. Could Patrick go
first?
Yeah,
Sure.
is that all right? Is that all right with you, Patrick?
Yeah,
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Patrick.
After, do we have actual books and papers and things like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Tyrath summons forth physical books and character sheets and pencils and pens and your own dice because he is not going to share.
All right.
Tyrath's dice also look cooler than all of yours.
Oh, he's got the elven dice.
Yep. All right, go ahead.
After pouring into this, a little bit of a backstory for Patrick.
Sure.
He doesn't play games. He thinks that it's a waste of time. In most cases, exactly, yeah. He thinks that the real world is a lot more important, so he does not really interest himself in those things. But if given a game in front of him and said, hey, there is time to actually do this, he'll probably see what's what, and it's interesting enough. And, well, Tyrath's probably just going to warp us back to whatever time he plucked us from, so no skin off his back.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. So he is a semi-min-maxer for the most part. He actually put down a lot of his skills and stats into optimizing his character.
Okay.
And he also seems to have an affinity for a particular kind of RCC.
Uh-huh.
And he, one way or another, actually have plopped out a size stalker called the Void.
Oh my god.
Fanboy.
That was my reaction when I saw the character. I first saw Psy Stalker. I'm like, oh. Then I looked at the name and I'm like, oh. So, okay. You're welcome, everyone, in advance. Anything else you want to add as far as that?
I want to say that the description of the character is that he's come back from the dead to seek vengeance.
Wow.
And he looks like Patrick is still in his edgy phase.
Frodo's losing it.
I'm glad I'm getting out of my system because this is being very uncharacteristic for Tyrath. Okay. Are you all set, Crana Face?
Yeah, if you look in Discord, I linked the picture of my character.
Oh my god.
If everyone's getting good look.
God.
So,
Streamer, please show this. Okay, wow.
so Mila will look around. My character is, and she'll look over at Tom, who actually created her character for her, and say, "Tom, what's my character type again?"
I think it was a he's gonna flip through the book again. Juicer.
Juicer. My character is a juicer. She is named Nemi. She is human. She is female. She has a IQ of 10, me of 9, May of 10, Ps as 31, Pepe as 27, P as 15, and PB as 4, and her speed is 46. Now, she is not the most attractive lady out there, but Nemi, wait, did I say her name? Her name's Nemi, but Nemi believes in finding the beauty within.
Yeah.
So everyone meet Nemi. I drew a picture while Tom was making my character sheet. You like it?
Tyrath swivels his head towards Tom and he says, "You are going to help her during the game, I hope."
Tom will nod.
Oh,
Good.
may I note something?
Yes, you may.
Oh, no, this is out of character.
Damn it!
Sorry.
No problem.
Patrick is actually going to go over to Tyrath and point at the book and say, "Can I have that?" And he points out the weapon that the Psy Stalker has.
In the book?
Yeah.
The flaming sword.
Yes.
Tyrath ponders for a moment. Give me one reason why I should, kinsman.
Well, he had to battle his way out of hell somehow.
Good. He said, "You may now have it. Only if you have your character give in to the hate. This is a reward for proper role-playing and also hopefully kicking a lot of butt. We shall begin," says Tyrath, as he waves his hands in the air and brings up the hood of his cloak, which turned from a red to a black somehow in between. He must have changed wardrobes while you guys are making your characters or something. Tyrath's dinosaur-like snout sticks above the wooden divider between him and you, and he says, "In the ancient lands of Shangri-La lies a..." Well, this is an actual place, by the way. I used it as an inspiration. "There exists only one creature upon the entire planet."
Nemi.
No. His eyes glare over at Mila.
Mila's eyes start converging in opposite directions ever so slightly.
"In this ancient world of Shangri-La, there lies a distinct creature, more of an entity. These creatures subsist not on food nor water, but instead on the emotional energies of those that visit them. So great and massive are these creatures that they burrow deep within the earth. So great is their power over the control of their very atoms. They can create much out of their very flesh. And their only desire is to provide experiences to visitors, which will invoke feelings of fear, of excitement, of raw emotion, of joy, of success. And it is here that such adventure shall begin. You are upon the planet of Shangri-La, and you are presented with 3 signs pointing to 3 such entities, hoping to sway you into their adventure and swaying you into filling their metaphysical bellies with your emotions. Do not worry, this will not hurt your characters that you know of. Sorry, give me a moment as Inferno moves the players over. The purple table in front of Tyrath begins to swirl with this gray mist, and in front of each of you there begins to rise a 3-dimensional pattern, as if the very table itself begins to take shape to describe what Tyrath is saying. He says, the first sign is gnarled and black. Its lettering is in American and simply states the Tomb of Doom. The second sign is that of a burnished maple wood in the jaunty script of perhaps a Caribbean folk that simply states Adventures on Board the Blue Tankard. And finally, in a bright pink and purple script, writes a piece of scrap paper that is hastily stuck upon the signpost that states, and then Tyrath begins to shift a few papers behind his divider and says, the wondrous world of Fart Blossom.
Why? What? Are you serious? Are we serious with that one?
That is what the module says, so yes.
But hang on, Tyrath, you're like essentially god of this little world here you're creating.
I am god of many worlds, but yes, also of this world.
Can't you just like make up a name? Like Fart Blossom is great, keep it. But I mean, like you could call whatever you want anything, you know?
Tyrath looks from side to side. That is exactly what I did. I made up that name, yes. You enjoy it, I made it up.
Oh, I should have known. That's pretty darn clever. That is pretty darn clever. I like that.
Good 100 experience for you.
I don't know what that means, but yay, 100 is a big number.
So, you may talk to each other now in characters.
Hi, I'm Nemi. What are your assholes' names?
Hello, Nemi. Would you like to buy some cabbages?
I
Press
would
picked.
love some.
They're only, well, we usually barter.
What? You're not going to offer some to me, Nemi?
Well, I've got kids to feed, you know.
But I have a tiny mouth. There's not much I can eat.
Oh, well, you can just make cabbage stew.
What?
All
Someone
right, the
please
time
interrupt.
for talking is over. Tyrath says,
Alex a little disappointed.
Sign.
Mila gives you a solid nod for some good role playing.
Tom is gonna mutter under his breath, okay, maybe this isn't as easy as I thought.
You're telling me. Pick a sign. Tyrath says as his claw-like fingers rattle behind his wooden divider.
Well, I'm not really much of a fighter.
The Temple of Doom.
So, I'd rather not that.
Yes.
I like
It
your
will just-
voice.
Thank you.
I mean,
I will
Poe
once again
looks around.
scroll through the signs for you.
Poe looks around, kind of like washes his hands, sighs, picks up like the cart of cabbages that he pulls behind him and goes, "Okay, let's go."
I guess it's the Temple of Doom.
The temple of...
Maybe they like cabbages there.
Are you certain you want to go to the tomb
No,
of doom?
no.
I don't. I'm not certain.
Yes.
We're ready!
Well,
Very well. You may wait, Tyrath says, as he waves his hands around the three-dimensional image. Tyrath continues to wave his claws around as Inferno tries to hide some areas. Okay, where are we? Turn. No, I want to turn. Oh, wait, I got to turn on the fog of war? I mean, of course, this requires more fog. There. Perfect. Now, for
Like that.
of doom. All right.
Don't hurt yourself. Isn't worth it.
I cannot be hurt by mortal means.
Yeah, but asthma's a very serious thing, Tyrath, and I hope you sleep.
Tyrath glares at you and he says, "Do you enjoy that 100 experience I gave you?"
Yes. She
Good.
leans back quietly.
The Tomb of Doom was called this in ancient times because there was a curse that was laid upon the land. As you wind your way down the road, heading towards this creature's habitat, the foliage around you begins to turn gnawed and bristled. Trees begin to lose their shape, becoming gnarled, twisted, blackened spikes that raise into the sky. Toppled gravestones, rotted what is the human word for keeping a coffin above ground? Mausoleum. Yes.
A body cave.
Body caves everywhere until finally one body cave sits at the center of the road. It is in the shape of a demonic face with fangs wide open, its mouth ajar, beckoning you in. You can feel a cool air breeze through this dark black passageway, and the only faint light that you see is this eerie green glow.
Mila raises her hand, respectful to Tyrath.
Yes.
What do I need to do so Nemi can punch the darkness out?
You wish to attack the darkness.
Yes.
You simply tell me that is what you do, and I explain the consequences of such action.
What are the consequences of it? Might just give us light. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to punch out the darkness so we can see things.
There is only one way to find out.
You're right. I gotta live a little. Thank you, Tyrath. You taught me something today. Nemi wow, I got too real there. Okay. Nami looks in at the darkness. She raises her fist and screams,
Be gone!
And she punches.
Roll dice there, the one that says 20 sides.
Okay.
You flail at the darkness, but nothing happens. It is still dark. It is not intimidated.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
Poe nods, says, well, that was a fun tomb. I suppose, it's getting late. Should probably go
Wait.
home now.
Quiet little man. What about the quiet one? The one with the
Face. Mila kind of smiles and like winks at Tom to just notify that she is indeed talking to him.
Well, I don't know what we should do.
There are zombies now, Tyrath says. While you were
We
talking,
fight!
zombies attacked.
What?
We fight!
Roll for initiative, Tyrath says as he looks from left to right. You were
Okay.
taking too long, and now there are zombies.
I get a +4 for initiative. Sweet.
Oh my god!
Ha 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 ha.
17!
Dang it.
All right, now I will roll.
Oh my god.
Good.
Oh shit.
You can see behind the screen.
Al. Oh, okay. That's right,
Okay,
Al. So they
sorry.
wouldn't see this. Al would look at Tyrath and go, "You're not, fudging the dice or anything, are you, Tyrath?"
Be great if it
Tyrath
was.
blinks. Now there are more zombies.
Oh,
Al,
Damn
shut up!
it. This is like Inferno finally getting out his aggression. Like he's like, man, these guys, these assholes. I can finally be a dick to them, and then is God.
Now
to be
there are 10 zombies.
No, you can't hear that.
Now they are emerging from the ground, groaning towards the clawed gravestones. One of them swipes at Nemi's ankle. What would you like to do? It rolled a 9 to hit you.
Does that hit?
It depends. Do you want to dodge or parry the blow out of the way, or do you want to do a simultaneous strike upon the zombie's skull?
Nemi would like to simultaneously attack.
Very well. You take 3 points of structural damage. That is on your character sheet as SDC.
Oh wow, I got a lot. That's a big number.
Yeah.
Now you may roll an attack to strike at the zombie at the same time.
Okay, first. Okay, so that's Tom killed me. It's 324 for my stick.
Yes.
Now a -3 from that. That would be 321. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I don't have advanced math. I don't even have basic. Hang on. Let me just write this down. Let me just write 321. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing, Tyrath?
You wanted to attack simultaneously. What you want
Yes.
to
Roll.
Do I have enough time to do a battle cry while I roll?
Yes.
Okay. So wait, do I get any modifiers for attacking?
Right there.
on the second page.
Looks towards Tom and
Is it
Second
Is-
page.
are you
there
pointing-
plus the
strike.
strike.
Are you
Yeah.
strike? Oh, okay. All right. So hang on. So I asked Nami raises her. What's my weapon? What weapon do I have?
What is on your sheet?
It says WP energy rifle, WP automatic rifle,
That is
WP.
your
There's a knife. Can I use the knife? I want to use the knife.
Yes.
Yeah, use a
yes,
knife.
you may
Okay.
use a knife.
So I use WP knife as as Nemi sees the monster hit her, or zombie dead thing, Nemi reaches her WP knife into the sky and shouts,
I will take you down.
and she strikes. Maybe.
Yes, that is enough to hit, since it cannot do a defensive action. Roll damage.
All right.
Okay.
Add your damage modifier to
How-
that.
what,
So-
what do I roll for damage for a knife?
You're gonna
Oh.
want to roll your pick this one up, the 6 one. Pick that one
Okay.
up, and then roll that and add 16.
Okay.
16. Let me see that character sheet.
Mhm.
Tyrath reaches a claw out.
She's really strong.
Do you give him the sheet?
Yeah, and Mila
All right.
Mila hands the sheet. Wow, I can't keep track.
Tyrath will take the sheet from you, and behind his depth, he'll look through this. He goes, "Juicers are overpowered," as he hands the sheet back to Mila.
Can I roll
Very
now?
Yes.
Ah.
You destroy the zombie by caving in its skull with the knife.
Nemi continues screaming at the top of her lungs.
All right, another zombie now is attacking. What is your character's name, Kinsman?
His name is the Void.
It is attacking the void.
You
I
hear
will-
Al, sorry,
Yes, go
like
ahead.
quietly to Mila going, it's actually really hard to cave a skull in with a knife.
But this is Nemi we're talking about.
Right.
It happened.
Tyrath says passive aggressively.
yeah. Al's about to say something, sees the face, and like closes his mouth with like a snap.
Good mortal.
I will attempt to auto parry.
Very well. Roll your dice and tell me what you got.
And then you add this to that, and I got a 27.
Very well, Kinsman. I mean the void. You managed to knock aside the clawed hand in time. The Cyber Knight.
Yes.
Black is his name, correct?
Blacko. Yes.
Critical hit. Let's see your values save you from that. What would you like to do to defend? All you can really do is roll with the punch as it goes straight towards your chest.
I'll try and roll with the punch.
Very well. Roll the dice.
17?
It is not enough. You take 7 points of SDC damage to the chest.
Ow.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait a second. Give me that character sheet.
He'll hand it over.
Hands it back to you. What do Cyber Knights have?
Oh, cyber armor. I take nothing
Yes. For now.
for now. Tom will
Now
look really
the cabbage
depressed at
farmer
that.
will be attacked.
Oh.
Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. One moment. There we go. Much
I like
better.
the first roll better.
Too bad. You don't know what I rolled the first time.
I'm so used to roll 20.
What is this?
Al will say, can I parry with a cabbage? Is that even
You may
possible?
attempt to. It is
Uh-oh.
not a real weapon, but perhaps it will do something. Go ahead
Okay.
and roll.
All right. No.
The zombie cleaves through your cabbage.
Poe
Doing.
like holds it up hesitantly.
3 points of SDC damage to your chest.
Poe screams like a little girl.
Good. Good. Now it is Nemi's turn.
I would like Nemi to run over to Poe.
All right, what will you do when you get to Poe?
I will pick him up.
All right, your physical strength is very high. He is very weak and girly. You pick him up.
I throw him at the zombie nearest to me.
Good. 50 more experience. Creativity.
GM, sir, can I do a paired
You
action?
may call me the master of the game.
The master of games, may I do a paired action then?
Very well.
Okay. It
Go
says
on.
on my character sheet, I'll quickly scribble something on his character sheet, that I have explosives.
No, I saw that.
What?
No. Minus 500 experience.
You're
She
not doing-
throws you. Roll your dice.
Woo! I can do that. Let me just find my 20. 1, 2, 3.
Tyrath brings out a clawed hand and pats Mila on the head. Good mortal.
Mila has the cutest little smile as she looks up at Tyrath.
Patrick has a concerned, like, glance over at Al.
Al has like one eyebrow raised as he's considering. He goes, Poe curls
How
up
much
into
would
a
it-
ball as he flies.
All right, I will allow that. It will help with a better trajectory and add another damage dice. I think an average human mortal does 44 points of damage.
All
Let us
right.
see.
So
Yes, roll
D4.
4 of those spike. Yes.
Is my modifier gonna matter again with that 16, or is that different?
That's more for hand to hand. not
Okay,
thrown.
that's
Although
fine.
half the damage for thrown, so add 8.
Okay, I can do that. So as Nemi throws Al, what's your name?
Poe.
Poe. As Nemi throws Poe, she screams out,
You gotta fight like a man!
Poe screams as he's thrown through the air and balls up in like a fetal flying position.
You take 2 points of damage as you are thrown into 3 zombies, bowling them all over. If this situation wasn't so terrifying, it would be hilarious. The Void, it is now your turn.
You see Patrick flying through like pieces of paper, looking through the book. He's frantically trying to find something. He's like, I don't see that in the rules. I don't see that anywhere. The Void brandishes his vibro knife and strikes at the nearest zombie.
Very good. Roll to hit.
Okay. That's there. Aha.
The zombie attempts to parry, but since it is a vibroblade, it goes straight through its arm. Roll damage.
This dice.
Very good. That is 6 points of damage that I like to consider beyond structural damage. Perhaps a metaphysical type of mega damage. Yes, I like that term. Mega damage. Cleaving the zombie's arm and its head in half. You have defeated that one. Next, it is Poe. You are on the ground. Zombies are all around you, but they are damaged from the blow.
I would like to strike in a wild, flailing manner while screaming at the top of my lungs.
All right, roll. I will consider that a wild attack. Roll a 1d20. Do not add any modifiers.
Okay.
Well then. Roll damage. 1d4. You glance a zombie along the jaw. It more irritates it than defeats it. Cyber Knight, your turn.
I will take out a knife. Then I will go after one of the zombies closest to me.
Very well. Roll to strike.
Okay. 11.
Very well. The zombie will attempt to parry. It does so. Is this just a regular knife you are using?
Yes.
Then the blade cuts a little bit into its forearm and bone, but deflects most of the blades.
Okay.
Despite this, all the rotting flesh around you begins to smell a putrid smell, and the flesh leaking from their bones is quite horrifying. Oh, by the cosmos, I forgot to have you roll for horror factor.
It's a character trait that Nemi is not afraid of anything.
That is not true.
And it's a character trait that Poe automatically fails.
I think that's fair.
The zombies are gone now. They went away.
Oh.
You're back towards the demonic face, chasm, green light, darkness.
Poe looks around and says, "Yeah, you better run."
They did not run. They just went back into the ground. Yes.
I think on some level Poe knows that.
Poe! Poe! It's me, Nemi, talking!
Hello there.
What are you doing?
Nemi runs over to you, shaking her fist.
Don't
Nemi-
pick me up again.
Nemi's lower lip puckers out.
What were you thinking of battling?
I'm sorry. I keep messing up my character voice. I'm sort of just feeling around like what feels good, you know. So I'm sorry if
That's
it's
all
not
right. This
consistent.
is the first session.
Okay, because I'm
I'll
still
pass
kind of
Mila.
developing.
I'll pass me on the shoulder. You're doing fine.
Thanks, Al.
Poe!
And Poe, he goes back into a Poe face and he goes, "Well, I was thinking that you picked me up, and then I was flying through the air, and then I was thinking I was gonna die for sure.
Do you have weapons?
I've got these cabbages over there." He points to his cart.
Cabbages aren't for
let's-
weaponing, they're for eating!
"Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm a farmer."
Only a weakling has no weapons. Here, weakling, as the void pushes his hand with a knife in his palm towards Poe.
Poe like kind of reaches for the knife and then says, like, "Really, weaklings and farmers."
There is still an open mouth cavern. What are you going to do?
Let us enter or punch away the darkness. Cabbage boy, since you were terrible in battle, you walk first.
Oh, do I have to?
Yes!
Okay.
Unless-
Poe drops the knife and then picks up his cart again and starts walking forward with it, with the wheels squeaking as he goes.
Ow.
All right.
Ow, why'd you drop the knife?
I have no skill with knives.
No, it says in the rules you don't need skills with any
Al, did you not read the
any
book?
ancient weapon.
No,
That's like
look,
super dumb. You
look,
should read the book. I
there's-
read the
there's-
book. I read the book.
there's rules, and then there's my character. He doesn't know how to use. Well, he could use a knife to chop cabbages. Do you want him to cook something?
Maybe it could heal us if we need. Wait,
All I'm
Mr.
saying-
Mr. God Tyrath,
Yes.
if he cooks us some cabbage stew, will it heal our wounds?
No. Only restore magic can heal your wounds.
What if we eat it while we're resting?
Then yes, although it will be the resting that does the healing. The cabbage stew is just a
So
placebo.
I have an idea then. What if we take a rest, get some stew, we can heal up our wounds, namely Pow's, and then we can go on into the adventure cave. How long do we have to rest for?
How Tyrath ponders for a moment. You're not going in yet.
No, we're gonna rest.
How hurt are you all? How many SDC points are you down?
I got 3 taken away from me, but I don't care too much.
I had 5 taken away, which is 1/4 of them.
I'm
Now you're
sorry,
weak.
what?
What? Okay, perhaps I wasn't clear enough. I am
A loser.
a farmer.
Ow!
I grow
You're killing me!
cabbages.
I made a cyber knight. Comes with cybernetic armor. Literally grafted onto his skin. You have a juicer.
Well, you know what though, if you chose that as a cover, you would draw so much attention to yourself. No one cares about cabbage farming.
Wait. What if Poe is like me in battle in real life? So like all we need to do is let Poe hide under a table while we fight.
Sure.
All right. You are now being picked up by an unseen force and carried deeper into the cave.
I grab my cart. I grab my cart while
Roll
Let's
me
do this.
20.
6.
You do not get your cart in time.
no,
See you later, Cart.
my cabbages.
You were waiting all session to say that, you fuck.
Oh my god.
Give me a moment. All right.
Al
I
looks
gotta get back in
genuinely
character.
horrified.
Al, you didn't really lose a card. It's okay.
You don't understand. Without the cart, my cover is worthless.
Listen, I don't know if you know this about Nemi, but look at her. Mila like leans over and shows the picture of Nemi she drew. Nemi's hideous, and it kind of burns your eyes a little bit. Actually, roll for no, I'm kidding. But she says Nemi doesn't have any physical beauty, but she has a beauty within. Maybe you can find the cabbage within Poe.
He ate more than 8 hours ago, so I'm guessing that cabbage has already passed through.
Al, it's symbolic, not physical.
All right, you're in the first room now, Tyrath says, desperately trying to get the game back on as he begins to flip through some pages behind his diviner. You come into a large stone room, approximately 40 feet long and 30 feet wide. It is filled with this old, brittle stone when the pale green glow emits from the center of the room. You see the pale green glow is not being emitted from a conventional light source, but instead a dead body, half decomposed, that is standing straight out of the ground. Its mouth opens, its socketless eyes peer towards you, and a gasping voice rings out. And at this point, Tyrath begins to enchant a small spell, and his voice changes completely, mimicking what's going on in the game. Welcome to my tomb. I have given you a challenge, and with this, it is simple. Find my black heart, and I will reward you with gifts beyond the grave. Go quick, for you only have until the rising of the sun. And Tyrath wisps away his hands in a dispelling gesture as he says, and the corpse soon fades away into existence, becoming a green vapor that permeates throughout the room. You see 3 entrances, 3 exits to this room before you. To the right before you, to the front, you see a small open passageway, approximately 3 foot. Wait, are you leaving now, or are you?
No,
Let me describe the room.
Sorry, I'll
first.
wait.
Yes, that's the passageway before you. To your right, you see what appears to be a small hole that was bored into the side of the wall. It's only approximately 2 feet in diameter.
That's
Finally,
a size hole. Sorry.
To your left, there is a wooden door half rotted off its hinges. You hear a murky bubbling sound coming from that direction. Now you may decide.
Poe looks around. Master of Games, are there any windows or
Yes.
anything to the outside world?
No, there are not, although there is a passageway up the set of crumbling stairs in which you were whisked through.
And then Poe would look to the others and say, How are we supposed to tell when the sun comes up?
Oh, I think you should go in that tiny hole, considering you're a tiny man.
Not that tiny, actually.
Tiny man!
Nemi reaches to lift you up.
Poe shrinks back and goes towards the hole, like crushing his straw cap down harder on his head.
How tall is your character?
6'1".
All right. What is your character's weight?
160, I guess.
I see.
Oh, he's skinny. He's skinny.
He eats cabbage.
Very well. You hear rolling behind Tyrath's divider. You get halfway through, and then you believe that your hips have gotten you stuck halfway through the hole. Before you, in front of you, your front half can see a crumbling form of dust, an area that has not been seen or touched by mortal eyes in a very long time. Your legs are splayed behind you. The rest of the characters can simply see his legs and his waist.
But
Yes, and his rear end. Poe, you also hear what you believe a skittering sound coming towards you. What do the rest of you wish to do?
Nemi will back up. Oops, that's
Guys,
the wrong thing.
I
Nemi
think
will
I'm
back
stuck.
up, and she's gonna just run full force at his butt to try and push him all the way through.
Poe looks back to say, guys, I think I'm... And he just sees her running at him.
My speed is
You
46.
cannot see him. That is very fast. And what is your physical strength?
My physical strength is 31.
Juicers are so overpowered. Very well. Roll a d20.
Oh man.
You hit Poe square in the behind. Roll 2d6. That's 2 of the 6-sided dice.
Okay, 2d6. 8.
Poe, you take 8 points of damage as you are pushed through the hole. Stone scrapes along your arms and face. Also, your butt hurts. Well, this is go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say there's not much sound from Poe except a small. Ow.
Get
How
in
many
there!
hit points do you have left? Tyrath says, barely suppressing a grin.
I have 7 SDC and 13 hit points.
Good.
That's enough.
Good.
Al,
good
I'm
amount.
so sorry. I didn't think that this would be happening, but it is.
It's all
Wow.
part of the plan.
Nemi is doing this. What is the void? And you can see Tyra shifting through some papers. James Blacko doing.
Does this door have any cracks or a keyhole?
Well, it is off its hinges, half rotted, but you can see what used to be a keyhole there.
I would like to peer through it. Or any cracks?
There are many cracks in the rotted wooded door, so you can see clearly on the other side, peering through the cracks, what appears in the corner of a small stone room is what appears to be a black cast iron pot with something bubbling within it. A fire is lit underneath of it, still roaring as if it was lit recently.
Okay.
Roll me a D100.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a really good number. That's super high.
No, that is not good.
Ow.
Well, you're both right.
Quiet, you're in the hole. Void, what do you do?
Let's see. What does Void can? There's no radios here.
Well, you have your own personal radios, but no, there are no radios in the crypt, Kinsman.
The Void will. You said there was a skeleton here?
The skeleton disappeared in thin vapor after giving you its challenge.
No skeleton. All right. Noticing a more beaten up person, the Void looks hungrily at him and goes towards him.
Good.
Oh, no.
Yes, you will probably be a skeleton soon.
I'm just being clear here. We are talking about Poe, right?
Yes.
I thought so.
Speaking of Poe, in front of you, scurrying down the small, dust-ridden, crumbling stone passage towards your face, only a scant 6 feet away, is this huge black spider with red beady eyes as fat as a sewer rat. It looks towards you with all 8 eyes, bares its fangs, dripping with green ichor, as it begins to creep and crawl towards you. You have about 5 seconds to act before it will attack. In the meantime, Blacko, the Cyber Knight, you begin to smell a sweet smell. What is your character's favorite food?
Let's go with steak.
You steak from what animal?
Cow.
Oh, I see. Yes, I knew that, Tyrath says. You smell cow steak bubbling from the brew, so mouth-watering that you think you can taste it just from the vapors. You are compelled to push aside the door and go towards the bubbling pot and take a drink. First, we will resolve you, Cyber Knight, and then we will deal with the spider, the cannibal, and the Nemi.
Okay. As he starts to open the door, James will say to the rest of the party that he smells something really great to eat, so he's going to go and, check it out. If anybody wants to join him.
The Void already has a meal in his.
Nemi looks very, very proud, so she'll stay back and ignore you.
Poe's in another room, so...
Well, you are halfway through that room and halfway through the other room. You are still stuck. First, Cyber Knight, James Blacko. You go towards the pot and bring your hand in to take a scoop. Turns out it is not steak, but some sort of mewling black broth. But you take a drink anyway. Save versus poison.
And he's gonna look at his character sheet. Lethal or non-lethal?
Tyrath shifts through some papers. I guess this is technically non-lethal.
I do not save.
You are polymorphed into a pig.
Oh, God.
He looks through his sheets with cyber armor.
Oh, okay.
Now, back with the spider. I am Tyrath, the master of the game and master of fairness. Therefore, I will give each of you, Nemi, Poe, and the Void, to take an action in order before the spider does what it does, which is probably eat or bite at close things. He looks over to Poe and smiles, a chilling grin.
Mr. Master of Games, oh Lord of Fairness.
Yes.
So I'm a little confused. I was hit by Nemi, but I'm still stuck. Can I go one way or the other?
I should clarify. She pushed you through the hole, but where you are is, well, very cramped, not really meant for someone of your size. So when I say you're still stuck, I mean you are still entrapped within this tight cavern. You could try to move forward or move backwards, but your mobility is slow. And I do not misspeak. Tyrath quickly corrects himself. When I said your legs were on the other side, I meant to say your feet. Yes, your feet were on the other side still. You might have heard legs, but you had misheard. It's just your feet that are now sticking through the hole that the Void and Nemi can see.
Okay, well, then, for my one action, I I'm going to try and back up.
Roll me a... Do you have any skills? Tyrath asks knowingly. That could help you with this feat of strength. Perhaps athletics or gymnastics or... He lets the last word hang in the air.
Al picks up his sheet and makes a very sarcastic, like not sarcastic, but very obvious display of studying it, and then goes, "No."
Well, at
Oh,
least
I
you
don't.
didn't cheat this time. Roll a D100.
Al, did you try cheating?
It's debatable.
You
No, it's
managed to get 2 feet backwards. Once again, your knees are now sticking out of the hole.
Okay.
I am the master of fairness, therefore you could probably say something as well.
Spider! Spider!
That is good enough. Nelly, Void, you may also do an action. As
Did you
you
say
hear...
Nelly? My name's Nemi.
No, I said Nemi. You misheard.
Oh, sorry, my
Said
bad.
confidently. Struggling to get this game back under his control.
Tyra. Whoa.
I'm sorry, that was my experiment.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. Is it our
Patrick
turn?
looks very concerned.
Do not worry, it is not sentient. Yet.
Is it our turn?
Yes, you may go now.
Okay. Nellie will go over to... Oh, she's already there. Nellie will go behind Poe and say,
In or out?
there's only one right answer for Nemi. I was about to call her Nellie. I see. I'm the one
Well.
making the mistakes.
Yes. It was all your fault.
Oh.
That's okay. You still have the most experience, even though you're playing a broken character.
Thank you.
Poe, not that it will make much difference, I assume, will be saying, "Out! Out!"
Nemi will look to her companion, the Void.
The void yells out, "It will poison my meal," and grab hold of Poe's legs and try to pull him.
Wait a second. Tyrath raises a clawed hand. How does your character know it will poison your meal?
Oh, right, he doesn't.
Maybe he doesn't like spiders. Maybe the Void doesn't like
Oh.
spiders and it'll taste bad.
Of course, we know that there is a spider since Poe said the word spider, but how does he know that it is a poisonous spider? I described what Poe saw, but the Void could not see it.
Well, Master of Games, I can quite confidently say that most people in this world, at least, pretty much assume all spiders are poisonous.
Is this world? Tyrath asks, arching a brow.
Well, we
This
base
is
our
the world of Sherala.
but we base what we know. Our reality is the reality of the characters. Otherwise, there's no connection. So it would be safe to say that based on what we know as people, our characters would be mildly familiar. I think if it's basic stuff like that, it's pretty fair. But what do I know? I just have a small face.
Al looks
If-
at Tyrath nodding while pointing at Mila.
Tyrath sighs and he says, "Very well, I will accept this, but only because I turned one of you into a pig. So I am amused." I mean, I didn't turn you into a pig. He turned himself into one.
It's pretty funny.
Yes. We will get back
Oink.
to you soon,
Oink.
Cyber Pig.
Cyber pig.
Good.
Ugh.
Keep oinking. I'll give you experience for playing in character.
Kind of
Fine.
fucked
Very
up,
well.
isn't it?
Concerned it will poison your meal, what would you like to do, the Void?
He would like to use his physical nimbleness to be able to wriggle him back out.
Roll me a D100. What is the name of the skill you're going to use?
Escape artist.
All right, that's normally for your body, but to transfer it to another to know how he needs to move, I will have you roll a check, but make it harder by 10, which means what is your score right now?
35.
So it is a 25. Roll a D100, try to get 25 or lower. You fail by 9. You help Poe get out of the way. And although you manage to pull free his hips, his stomach, his chest, all the way up to his shoulders, the spider lunges.
What's wrong?
Tyrath looks around and he says, I mean, he bites you.
Wait, did your hand just move twice? I heard dice roll twice.
Yes, I was rolling for the attack and then the poison.
Oh.
Yes.
This is hitting so close to home for some people. You do realize that.
It's hitting so close to home.
And yet it's so far away from anything we ever do. Oh, man.
All right. Sorry, I gotta get back in the character. All right. Tyrath rolls another dice. No, we don't need any more memes. All right. Tyrath says it
Merchandise.
only does 1 point of SDC damage as it bites you on the cheek. Roll versus lethal poison.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. No bonuses to that. Al says, like, studying his sheet again. Aha! Hardy work folk.
Yes. You get a few pimples upon your cheek, but otherwise you feel well. Although, do any of your characters, do they have any sort of medical skill?
I have holistic medicine and wilderness survival.
Poe once broke one of his daughter's fevers by feeding her cabbage souffle.
No, that will not work.
No.
Anyone else?
Oh, I could have identified. I can identify plants and fruit. So I could have just known that you had cabbage. I didn't have to ask.
I can oink.
For now, yes, that is right. You are a pig.
Oink.
So now that Poe is back out of the hole fully now, we'll say after the bite, the spider scurries away. And Poe has once again entered the cavern with Melly, Nemi, and the Void. You hear oinking coming from the room behind you.
Bless you.
Was
bless
that
you,
in
Tom.
character?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yes, it's very dusty. Extra 50 experience for playing in character, Kinsman.
Nemi will knock on the door.
The door crumbles beneath your fist because you are super dope strong.
Yeah, I am.
Super
Wait.
dope strong.
You've been hanging out too much with me, haven't you, Tyrath? You know what I'm saying?
No. Oh, my mispronunciation. Did I say dope? I meant dope. It is the ancient Galothian tongue for very strong.
I got a tiny face.
Al puts a chin on his palm and says, "Oh, really?"
Patrick is right.
Al just wants Poe to die.
No, Al is keeping a completely interested face, despite what he might be feeling inside.
Patrick is writing down this important information.
As you enter the room, you see a succulent pig, approximately 2 feet long and 2.5 feet tall. It has 4 hooves, a curly tail, cyber armor. Your previous companion's clothes are all over the floor, as are most, if not all, of his possessions. Yes, kinsman.
My character wouldn't think he was succulent because he's not a human. As he has like a small smile on his face.
Noted. 50 more experience.
Yes.
Remember what I said. You must earn the sword I gave you. Tyrath looks over towards Al for no reason.
Patrick is nodding slowly.
Al is studying the board and he goes, "Hey, I don't know how that pig got here, but if you cut it up, stew it with some cabbages, that's a mighty fine meal right there."
Oink, 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 oink.
The pig begins to oink a lot.
Did our cyber knight just get nude after seeing this pig? That's kind of weird. Does anyone else think that's a little weird?
What?
Oink, oink, oink.
Well, yeah, grill it up.
Here,
Oink.
piggy.
Oh, God.
Wait. I think it's trying to tell us something.
It's trying to tell us to get in a belly.
Poe takes off his straw hat and goes, "Sue!" and starts like clapping it with his hand.
Well, you
The
are a
Cyber
farmer.
Knight? The Cyber Knight will run in the opposite direction.
Wait.
I would like to use one of my psionic powers, Sea Aura.
All right. You use the power. One moment. Tyrath begins to shift through a bunch of papers. See aura. One more moment. I'm almost, what is this? Page 123. Very well. No, there we go. You're able to estimate that it is a low level of experience pig, that there is a presence of magic, there is a presence of psychic abilities. And Tyrath will look over towards Al. What is your PPE total? How much PPE does your character have? No, sorry, not you, you, Tom.
Good.
17.
It has a high base PPE. There is no presence of a possess. But there is a unusual aberration, which
This is the worst time.
Wait.
good. Oh, did I cut out?
You did.
Yeah. I didn't know. I thought there might have been a dramatic pause.
There was a dramatic pause.
Oh, okay.
For the sake of clarity, to make sure I know the pause worked, what was the last thing you heard?
There's an abnormal something.
Exactly. There was an abnormal, and then Tyrath will like poke his head above the divider and look from like left to right. Curse. Yes, good.
I have no idea. I'm gonna chase the pig.
Why? Why you gotta do this to me?
I'm playing in character. I see a succulent pig. I'm gonna see if I can get into that.
Oh my god, please.
Poe says, now you go around the left, I'll go around the right. We'll corner this piggy.
This is a small room, and unfortunately for you, Cyber Knight, there is only one seeable exit, which is the door that you entered through, which is currently being somewhat blocked by your other 3 companions.
Oh my god.
Yes, Tyrath says with a smile.
Al looks at Tom and says, Tom, I'm sorry, but I mean, you're a pig.
Oh, Al, that's rude. Is that in character?
No. That's me out of character talking about his character, not calling himself.
It's
I thought you were
okay.
just calling him straight up a pig, and I was like, that's not cool.
It's okay. I didn't even. It's not like I spent like 3 hours making this character or anything in order to like do cool stuff. But no, go ahead and eat me. It's okay.
Dinner time.
Wait, are you saying that in character he's going to give up?
I guess. There's nothing really I can do. And I don't want to fight you guys.
Tyrath says, before you can jump upon the pig, you hear a soft, beautiful voice coming from behind you.
What is that enchanting voice?
Yes. You see when you the most beautiful female lizard maid you have ever seen. Her scales are a glistening light green. She wears impeccable clothing of a deep purple with silver stars embroidered. Are of a perfect diameter, and her scales sheen as if recently waxed.
Ooh.
She floats on over towards you and presses her palms against the pig's carcass. Well, not carcass, but hide.
Mm.
Saying a few words, all of a sudden, the pig moves back into the Cyber Knight, although you are currently naked. Before she gives a knowing smile, and with a beautiful voice, she disappears.
Poe goes, be careful. That lizard cursed that pig and turned it into a man.
Shut up, Poe. It's that Cyber Knight from before.
The Cyber Knight is flipping Poe off so hard right now.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No. He says that to Mila. What's your character's name again?
Nemi.
Nemi? Yeah.
Nemi.
He's saying that to Nemi like, are you sure?
Darn tootin' it is. Look at that tiny penis.
Nemi points out.
Right. He'd be naked.
You find the size of an individual's sexual characteristics amusing.
That's what I hear when I go in all those taverns. I have really good hearing, and I always catch conversations about people talking about penises. I guess people have penises everywhere, and they like to talk about them. I don't know if I get it, but I guess it makes sense. These guys don't talk about their penises, though.
I didn't write down a penis stat. Do I need to do that?
No. Tyrath says immediately, let us continue on with the adventure.
Al erases something from his character sheet.
It has been 2 hours, and you have only been into one room. Well, 2 rooms. And
I'm going to
half
get
the tavern.
dressed and get my stuff together first. That'll take a few minutes, but yes, I am ready to go.
Very well. You will get reclothed. Now, as a refresher, this room you have fully explored. This Poe has really only stuck through, but it is very tight. The only other entranceway is, well, the one before you.
Then let's
What
go
would you
this
like to
way.
Let's check it out.
Good. As Tyrath waves his hand, another section of this 3-dimensional
Oh.
space begins to open up.
Mila will slide her character portrait of Nemi through the opening.
All right, good. What you see before you appears to be what be the remnants of 3 pantries moved together. A variety of barrels, sacks of grain, and other such sundries lay around this abode. Most of the barrels are rotten and broken, with the exception of 3 of them, located in the far corners. Tyrath will gesture with a hand, and 3 barrels will kind of light up at his command. In addition, 1 sack of grain appears to be intact.
Ooh.
The sack of grain lights up. Other than that, the stench of mildew emanates from these wet walls and the stench of rotted food. You see an exit to the pantries on the other side.
Nemi will continue walking forward to go to the
Alright.
next room, unless something stops her. Like a trap!
You would know if there was a trap while you're going too far. What do
What?
the
Oh.
others do?
Oh, sorry, I'll stop right there.
Poe walks closely behind her, trying to use her body as a shield.
I'll follow.
Very heroic.
Void looks like he's licking his lips with a knife out in front of him, following.
I'm sorry.
Is Poe's head replaced with like a giant turkey body or something like?
Don't be
Yes.
silly. He likes humans. Why would he think you have him as a
You're
turkey?
right. You're right.
Good point.
I was thinking more Looney Tunes.
And the Cyber Knight that is now no longer a pig.
Which is now more succulent for the void.
Yes. If you say so, it is your character.
He like looks down at his character sheet.
Tyrath is looking dumb, blinking.
Wait, what? I missed that. I'm sorry. I was looking at my character sheet.
What are you doing? Everyone else is going down past the pantry. Are
Oh.
you going to follow or go a different way? Do you wish to split the party?
No. I said I was going to follow Nemi.
Very well. You follow through carefully, and you can see the hallways begin to open up. Tyrath waves his palms again. You can see to your right is a passageway with appears to be towards a light. Further down the hallway in front of you, it is much dimmer. You can see the hallway take a dip down as if it is going deeper into the crypt. You can also see 2 doors, one on your left, one on your right. Neither of these are rotted. They're filled with stone doors. They are full stone doors. What would you like to do?
What do you guys think? Poe, you don't get advice because you're dumb. What was
Farmer?
that, Void?
A farmer?
Dumb.
Oh.
I think we should go. How do I do this way?
Yeah,
Works for me, sport.
I agree. Further towards a light source would be nice.
Let's check this shit out.
As you get to that position there, Nelly, you feel a stone underneath your feet begin to slip away as a crumbling noise can be heard from above you. Do you have any athletic skills?
Let me look at my character sheet. So I have acrobatics. I have dancing
Yes.
professional. I have singing. I can sing. I have professional singing on my list. Oh,
Yes,
and escape artist.
That's yes. Acrobatics, please. What is your percentage?
For sense of ballast, walk a tightrope, climb rope, backflip, climb.
Backflip. You will backflip out of this trap.
If I do that, will Poe get hurt? I would like to save him.
He is behind you. You'll
Okay.
be backflipping towards him.
What
you will
if
have to try to step out of the way, or you might accidentally backflip into him.
I have a crazy idea. Now, bear with me. How tight is the walls here?
Pretty tight. You only have about 5 feet width down the hallway.
Okay, so I would like to backflip over Poe, using the walls to kind of help hoist me over him, and then I want to suplex him out of the way of the trap.
Very well. I enjoy that creativity. Roll your backflip and make it easier by 10, since you'll be using the tightness of the walls to aid in your acrobatic ability.
Okay. Boop. Oh, I gotta see what my backflip number is.
Yes.
My backflip number is 70.
Very well. You succeed.
Woo.
You flip over beyond as rocks begin to fall from the ceiling, causing a surprising cave-in, blocking off this path now. And you can see it glow red as the path is blocked off. You also manage to get Poe out of the way, but by suplexing him, you do 2 points of damage, SDC, upon him. Because you are very strong. Good. You are back at the entrance to the 3 pantries. Now, unless you want to try to get through the cave in a certain way, there's only one direction, further down the hallway before you, with stone doors on either side.
Let's go for the stone doors then. Is everyone okay with that?
I mean, there's no other choice, so let's do that.
Okay.
I have given you all sorts of choices. Tyrath says, uncharacteristically defensively. You may very well. Which door do you wish to examine first?
You know, let's go straight down, because it reminds me of like a railroad. Like there's only one direction, so let's just go down this hallway.
Oh, there's another trap. Wouldn't you know?
What?
Yes, you fall into a pit this time. It has pickled snakes in it.
Poe would like to try and grab her before she falls.
Very well. Roll me a D100. I'll give you a 50-50 chance of grabbing her.
Okay. I guess so. Under 50?
Yes.
Nope.
You miss, unfortunately, and begin to lose your balance since you took a swipe at her. What is your sense of balance? Tyrath asks with a smile.
Al looks at his character sheet, looks up at Tyrath, and says, "Poor. I'd say it's very poor."
Roll a D100.
Can I try and catch him?
Very well. As Poe begins to fall towards the pit, tumbling after Nemi, The Cyber Knight will attempt to grab at Poe. Roll a D100, get under 50.
I do.
You grab Poe by the scruff of the neck. Tyrath looks like he's pondering for a moment, but in doing so causes Poe to slam to the side of the pit. And as you drag him up, a sharp stone scrapes him for another point of SDC damage.
Oh my god.
Al's like very tight-lipped as he marks. Another point. Off his feet. Maybe erasing a little bit harder than he needs to.
Nemi, you fall down into a pit with a splash, the shallow water breaking your fall. However, you hear the sound of a hiss of the dreaded water pickle snake. You realize, being able to smell quite acutely, that you are not in water, you are in vinegar, up to your thighs. You feel something swimming around your legs. You have fallen approximately 15 feet down into a pit.
Okay. Can I do something?
Yes.
Nemi pulls out, let's go with, automatic rifle.
All right, you pull out your automatic rifle.
Okay. And she says, "It's Nemi time!" And she begins to fire into the water.
Vinegar. As
Vinegar.
Patrick said, vinegar.
Sorry,
Good.
vinegar.
Good. 25 experience to you, kinsman.
Yes.
You fire wildly into the vinegar. We will consider this. Are you emptying your entire clip?
Yeah, while screaming.
Of course, while screaming. Roll a 1d20. Don't add any bonuses since you are firing wild into the vinegar.
11.
Still, it is enough to nip some of the pickled snakes, but unfortunately you also hit yourself on your big toe. Take... Tyrath clears his throat as he rolls a few more dice. 5 points of damage.
Okay.
You are now attacked by the remaining pickled water snakes that are in vinegar. Oh dear. Oh. Yes. One of them misses you, but two of them manage to latch on to your upper thighs. Do you have any armor on?
No.
They begin to burrow through your clothes and latch their Mari-like mouths onto your flesh, not giving way. They do 5 points of SDC damaged, and they are attached to you now. They are not letting go.
Is it my turn or do I have to wait?
No, you may go, but to be fair, I should let all the other characters do something.
You're right.
As Tyrath looks over towards the other three characters around his levitating purple table. You hear automatic fire and the sounds of snakes in vinegar.
Poe says, thank you, kind sir, for dragging me up.
No problem. Are you doing okay?
Poe looks down at his bleeding, broken body and says, "I've been worse."
Okay. Well, you know what?
Have
You should
you-
probably. I should probably help out Nemi in the
Oh,
the
sure.
pit.
By all
So
means, go.
why don't
go
you
get
let
him.
the Void take care of you? He probably has some kind of first aid kit or something.
Poe looks at the void. What does he see?
The void is has a big smile and nodding over and over again.
Okay.
Good. Yes.
He seems to be in agreement. Patrick gives out a small smile to nobody in particular.
Tyrath appreciates this.
All right.
Telepathically, you hear Tyrath's voice in your head, Patrick, that says, an extra 100 experience. Yes. Do not tell the others. All right.
He
So,
erases the 1 and makes it 2 in his 100 spot.
mhm.
I would like
How
to
are you going to try to help her?
position myself on the floor, laying down on the floor, and then have
Yes.
half of my body sticking out over the lip so I can see into the pit and try and see if she can,
The light is very dim, but you see the silhouette of what you assume is Nellie. She has an automatic rifle in her hand and 2 pickled snakes sticking out from her
You know,
thighs.
that time I swear I heard you say Nelly.
No, I said Nemi.
Oh, okay.
It must be how I.
It could be your
talk.
accent. Yeah, I got an
Yes.
accent too. It's okay, don't worry about it. I believe in you.
I never worry. What are you going to do?
I would like to take out the knife and cut off the limbs that are attached by the things.
Wait, you mean cut off your limbs?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
yeah.
What?
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
What are you? But
I'm a badass. I can do that.
But okay, so you're going to cut your
all
legs
right.
off.
Yeah. But you have a fire sword, right? Like, out of character, that you have a fire sword that you can, like...
No, I don't!
Oh, I thought you did. Well,
No.
I'm cutting off my legs.
Oh my god, no!
Very well.
I have no way to... You know what? And he's gonna just throw his papers up into the sky, and they're gonna
What?
slowly fall down onto the table. Fuck it. Just do it. Go for it. Okay?
That's the whole point. Tyrath scolds. You can't allow people complete freedom and not let them cut off their own legs.
Right?
Right.
May I suggest an alternative? Patrick says.
What's your alternative?
Have you tried, instead of removing your legs, maybe removing the snakes?
Can I carve it out of my skin?
Yes. Or
Okay.
stab at the snake.
I'll carve it out of my skin so I can strangle them.
Oh, all right. You carve big furrows into your skin where the snakes have bit. Take 20 points of SDC damage,
Okay.
but since their mouths are still attached to the skin, they don't let go, so you're able to strangle them freely. Underneath your strong fingers, you can feel their muscles try to reject and stop the crushing force you bring upon them, but with a sickening snap and a squelching sound, they finally stop moving. You're still in the pit, and the vinegar stings your wounds.
That's just cleaning it out. It's good for me.
Think what you wish, mortal. but you're still like 15 feet down into a pit.
All right. 15 feet down. Let me just look at my character sheet real quick and see what I can do. Is there any more stakes that I can see?
No.
Good, because I'd strangle them first.
Yes.
All right.
In the meantime, while you are thinking, Void and Poe, what are you doing?
I'll
Poe
let
is
you go.
cheerfully. Oh, okay. Thank you.
No, I'll let. Yeah.
Poe will kind of shrug and nervously laugh as he goes towards the void and say, "Do you have a first aid kit like the gentleman said?"
Oh, let me check. No. I mean, I wouldn't give one to you even if I had one, he scowls.
What? Well, that's just rude.
I do have this, though, and he takes out a skull.
Poe looks at the skull, looks at
Good.
him, goes, "Uh-huh. Yep. That's weird."
I don't find that particularly strange, human.
Well, that would be because Tyrath, the all-powerful, you are much greater and more worldly than a cabbage farmer.
Good. 200 experience.
Alice says in his breath, "Finally."
What was
Fingers.
that?
I said, "Finally done, sir."
After all. All right. How are you going to get Nemi out of the pit, or how is she going to get out of the pit herself?
Tom's going to flip through the rule book and go to page 70 and say, Mila,
Yeah.
you can jump 10 feet.
Sweet. Can you? But it's 15 feet, Tom.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe if you could jump and try and bounce off, or okay. Jump to one of the walls and then jump from the wall to my character's hands? Outstretched hands? Maybe?
Can I do that, Tyrath?
Yes, there's enough room that you'd be able to try to grab onto the Cyber Knight's hands.
Giving one final spit to the vinegar, Nemi looks
Good.
up and I know. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm trying.
Mhm.
Nemi looks up and braces and races towards the nearest wall, leaps onto it. Immediately after her hand touches the wall, she jumps up and reaches out for the outstretched hand of the Cyber Knight.
All right. For the sake of simplicity, I'm going to say you grab at his hand and he's able to lift you out of the pit.
Yay!
On his side of the pit, though, which is still on this side of the wall.
Is that still with the sharp rock?
Yeah. No, the sharp rock is not sharp anymore because Poe blunted it with his body.
I see.
Yes. Tyrath looking from left to right. Now down the dark hallway, you see a hole approximately 7 feet in diameter. To your left is a stone door into a room that you do not know, and to your right is a passageway that was recently caved in. If you could move your character, there we go.
Oh, sorry.
The hole is directly in front of this room and is currently blocking your path unless you try to cover up the hole or jump over it. Or perhaps explore what is in the other rooms.
Let's go look at the other rooms.
Sure, let's do that.
So there's one right over
Directly
here.
to your... Correct. There's one right here.
Okay, sorry. I'll scooch over.
Yes. You see before you a stone door carved as if it was made with the tomb itself. It doesn't seemingly have any sort of keyhole or handle. Instead, there is a small hole the size of half a foot in diameter. It is a deep, dark hole. Above it is written in script. Do any of your characters speak another language beyond American?
I can do Dragonese/Elven.
That is good, because that is exactly the script it is written in. The high, perfect script of Dragonese, which says, only blood will allow passage.
She looks over to the bleeding Poe.
Can I borrow some of that?
Poe looks down and pulls out some bits of cabbage leaf covered in blood and says, well, it's not very good, but you're welcome to it.
You should really just throw that away.
But you said you wanted it.
Fair enough.
She will then slam the bloody cabbage leaf into the door.
Give me a moment. I need to check something. Tyrath's head dips behind the divider, as you can see. As you can hear the rustling of papers and small rumbling mutterings to himself. Well, there isn't a rule explicitly says that doesn't happen, so... all right. The door opens up.
Woo! Let's go in.
Ow.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I eat your character?
I'd rather you didn't.
That's very respectful to ask him before you do it anyway. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
what
I mean, if I'm being fair here, I didn't exactly ask Tom.
That's true.
None of you did. That's why I've
Right.
been quiet about this entire time, including...
I would have eaten you.
Oh my god.
Al nods agreeingly, solemnly.
Okay, so I didn't get the okay, but
That it doesn't matter.
No, I think we can just stop there. No, that's fine.
May I continue describing the room that Nemi has entered?
yes.
Sure.
I think so.
With your small, beady eyes, Nemi, you look around and find what initially looks like a cramped room. It is only 10 feet by 10 feet, but upon it, on either corner of the room, are two pillars. Atop these pillars appear to be stone bowls that are chipped. One of them is empty, while the other one is filled with a phlegmy green substance. Above in the wall, it says once more in Draconic, feast or famine. One will let you continue pass, and into the black heart of the tomb. There's a big dramatic pause of doom.
Scary. Okay, I'll reiterate that information to my beautiful comrades.
Oh,
Yes.
Well,
Patrick looks down and he looks very sad.
and Poe goes, oh, well, we experience famine all the time. Ha.
Huh?
Well, if the bugs get into the cabbage, well, then there's nothing to feed the chillins.
Chillins?
The
What's a
kiddos.
What's a chillin?
The wee ones.
Huh?
And Poe puts a hand like about at his knee level. Famine. They starve.
I think
Mila
he's
just-
speaking in tongues.
Mila just stares at you.
We
Out
should
of
kill
character,
him
not
and
getting
then
it.
leave him to me.
Tyrath clears his throat. Subtle.
Poe slowly cranks his neck around to look at.
I'm sorry. This is just such a fucking gong show. All right. I love it. This is a perfect example of your average dungeon crawl. We'll make comments at the end. Sorry, I don't mean to bring us away.
Yeah. He turns to look at the void wide-eyed. What?
He's speaking in tongues. Don't you hear?
No, I was more that last part there.
What? Oh, I'm just really good at taking care of dead bodies, is all.
You look like
You look like the type who could handle a dead body.
Yeah, no, I'm not letting you eat him.
I didn't say eat. I said take care.
I
No.
believe you said kill me.
No.
That is correct.
You're not going to do it.
Good.
I wasn't
100
going-
experience playing in character with your silly code. You may continue discussing whether or not to kill any one of your companions.
Look, okay. If either of you want to try and attack him, you're going to have to attack me first. So who wants to
You're
go?
kind, sir.
Wow.
You're very kind, sir.
Huh?
You're a gentleman.
I'm not gonna attack him. He's too weak and puny.
Okay.
But are
Poe
we gonna
nods.
starve to death?
Poe nods.
I have
Well,
2 weeks
shit.
worth of rations. For one person, granted.
So wait, let me reread this draconic, elven, whatever it was thing again.
What do you mean, whatever it was? Tyrath says defensively.
I-
It is in the high draconic speech, the best speech of all.
Tyrath, I'm playing in character.
Oh, yes, of course. I knew that. 75 experience
thank
playing
you.
in character.
I will have Nemi reread it again. Could you reread? Because this conversation made me forget what it said.
Yes. Tyrath shuffles a few papers. You know about the bowls, though, right? I told you about the bowls already on the pillars. One is empty and one has green phlegmy fluid in it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right. So the script on the wall reads feast or famine. Do one of these to continue on to the black heart of the tomb. Once again, Tyrath waits for a long dramatic pause of doom.
Nemi will go to the green liquid and just down it. Just eat all of it.
Okay. She's
All right.
choosing the feast.
Roll versus magic.
Is that just one of them 20 dice?
Spell, ritual. Yes, roll yes, a 20-sided dice. Yes.
Okay. 11.
All right, and what do you need? I believe you need a 12 for spell magic. So you fail.
Oh no.
Well, good news, you are not the pig. Bad news is that you are very hungry. You have never been so hungry your entire life. You want to consume all the food that you have on your person right now and continue to eat. I can tell you when you want to stop eating, but it is not now. The good news is that after you swallowed the last drop, you hear a rumbling. sound. And the wall in front of you begins to slide away, and revealing a small enclosure that has a brand new plasma ejector rifle and 5 energy clips next to it. Beyond the alcove that has this weapon and energy clips is a small passageway that leads deeper into the tomb of doom.
Nemi will eat the cabbage that Poe gave her with the blood on it.
All right, it is now consumed.
She will note that his blood is actually quite sweet and sort of tasty.
Oh my god.
Out loud? Did you say out loud?
She will say under her breath, tastes like chicken. That was Batman, I'm sorry.
What is No, there are no Batmen here.
Oh, sorry.
Not that you know of. You see Tyrath scribble down something.
Remembering what Jack Black said about having rations for himself, she will go over and say, hand me over those rations. I got us through this next point.
All right, he's going to start handing over rations of granola and dried meats.
Like not even chewing, just straight up just inserting. Oh, she's not even chewing, just straight up inserting them in her mouth and swallowing.
All right, roll me a D100.
Hang on.
You begin to choke. You probably should have chewed. Your airway is now cut off with granola.
I'd like to perform Heimlich maneuver. I have.
How do you know the Heimlich maneuver?
Paramedic?
Very well. Roll a paramedic check.
Okay. I succeed.
Wow.
Significantly, you perform this supposed maneuver upon Nemi, causing granola to fly across the enclosure and splat against the wall. Nemi, you are still very, very, very hungry.
Does he have any more granola, or was that all of it?
You ate about half of it before you started choking.
I will continue eating, still not chewing it, because I'm so hungry and I'm playing that. I don't have time to chew.
Good. Get another 50 experience points, but also roll another D100.
Yes.
All right, this time you do not choke. Speaking of eating things, what is Bo and the Void doing while this is happening?
No, please.
Poe is hiding behind the Cyber Knight this entire time, keeping him between Poe and the Void.
I see. The Void, what are you doing?
Biding my time until the opportunity is right.
Good. I'm sorry, I have to take a laugh break for a moment. All right.
Fair.
Does anyone pick up the plasma injector rifle?
I'm too busy eating. Am I still hungry?
Yes.
I'll look over to Poe.
Poe's actually Poe's gonna grab it and point it at the Void and say, now, I don't want to hurt anyone.
Nemi walks over and puts her mouth around the gun and starts gnawing on it. She is so hungry. She will eat this gun.
Ma'am?
Don't know if you can eat it.
That's the noise she makes while she's eating it.
Okay. Tyrath says, clearly confused at this twist in his campaign.
What is
Um,
even this game right now? Tom says aloud.
This is an
Have fun time.
experiment. Remember, I'm testing you for your creativity and problem-solving skills.
I think we're doing pretty good.
So, here's the problem, Mila. You can bite down on the plasma ejector rifle, but it is made of materials that are harder than your teeth. The worst you can do is get it wet with your spit.
I will continue to suckle on it until someone provides me with an edible food source.
You're still very hungry. It's too bad those cabbages were left on that cart outside the tomb.
Yeah, whose fault is
Doom.
that? Doom.
Someone flubbed the roll.
Al's just studying his character sheet.
Patrick
Well,
is
there-
sitting on the table, like with his arm up. Is like, now you drop the knife that your character could probably use, but the gun that's you can't actually use. You try to pick that up and use it.
Actually, according to the rules, I can still pull the trigger. And when I dropped the knife,
This is
you weren't
correct.
trying to kill me.
I wasn't trying to kill you now.
Nah, but you have suggested that this might be a course of action you would be willing to take.
Nobody
said,
Nobody
No,
is
so
going
hold
to
on.
kill anybody.
I said, hold on.
Jeez.
I said that I just put down a suggestion that he's speaking in tongues and we might need to kill him. That's all I said.
This
As
is
a
true.
group to kill him. I didn't say I wanted to kill him, nor did I say I wanted to eat him.
Nellie's kind of all for the idea. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Tyrath does mention that teamwork is an essential component to this game.
But Tyrath, we do that all the time in real life. Can't we just get some of our aggression out?
Of course.
And
No,
play-
and I implied that working as a team to kill and slaughter a fellow team member.
Oh, yeah, that
well,
is
in that
teamwork.
case, can I use Nellie's chewing on the gun to stabilize it while I take a shot at trying
Yes.
to?
Are you gonna pull the trigger while my mouth is on it?
Well, I'm assuming you're chewing on the
Tyrath
side of
looked
it.
left to right again. Damn it.
Wait. This might need some clarification then. Are you chewing on like the side of it, or are you trying
No.
to swallow?
Barrel.
Then
The
never
barrel.
mind. In that
What is
case,
wrong with you
Imagine
people?
The plasma
We're-
ejector rifle is a giant bottle.
yeah.
We
My
are
mistake
friends.
for being optimistic about this.
Why? Why do you want to kill each other?
I'm
I
crazy, Tom. I'm crazy.
You might be, but god dang it.
I don't want to kill anyone, as you know, me.
Wait a
I'll push
second,
myself.
wait a second, Tyrath says. This is all impossible. You, he points over to Mila, have established your character has a very tiny mouth, nose, and eyes. It cannot possibly fit around the plasma injector. All of this did not happen. Now there is a passageway deeper into the tube. Are you still?
Mila, stop. Mila.
Sorry,
Mila,
sorry.
Stop.
Sorry.
Tyrath is like clacking his claws on his table.
Can I just go out of character, super out of character, Krianda talking? There are 42 people watching this bullshit.
Kriana, how dare you call what 42 people are watching bullshit? I have to say,
No. I didn't call them bullshit. I said we're bullshit. difference.
I tell you, we're peaking. All right. So,
And remember when we were talking about somebody killing everybody? Well,
No. Well,
all right.
now we're continuing on with the campaign because I lied.
Yep.
It's all good. It's all good.
So
All right.
so no Mexican
Wow,
standoff now.
That could have totally ended so badly. Had not-
I was gonna wait. Tyrath. Well, of course. All right. Anyways,
Well, Tyrath.
let's get back in character. Character.
Okay.
All right. Tyrath the Immortal. All right. Tyrath says, "All right, allow me to establish once more what is going on to assist you. Nemi is currently under a curse in which she must constantly consume food since she is always hungry. However, a passage has been opened up to the south. A plasma injector is in the farmer Poe's hands. No one has... Bless you.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Dusty in here.
Yes, 50 experience. No one has picked up the energy clips, but yes. The only other way beyond the passage that opened up to the south is the hole in the ground that is in the hallway to your left. What would you like to do?
I would like to pick up the clips.
You pick up all 5 energy clips and put them in your backpack. In addition, Patrick, you are playing the Void. Does he have any experience with energy weapons?
Yes.
Then Tyrath gives a big smile. And once again, instead of saying anything, you hear the voice in his head. The plasma injector is not loaded with an E-clip. Poe, the stupid farmer, does not know this.
Patrick's nodding.
Around the table, all of you can just see, like, Tyrath has this creepy ass grin, and he's looking at Patrick, and they're both nodding at each other.
Al's just looking back and forth.
Milo is doing the same thing.
let's go further.
Very good. Leadership. Extra 100 experience for you, Cyber Knight.
So we're going this way?
Yes.
Okay.
Are
No.
you leading the way, Cyber Knight?
No.
I'll fall behind.
I am going to try. Actually, no. I will lead, but have Poe right behind me.
I'll be right behind Poe.
All right.
Sure.
Void, are you taking up the rear?
I kind of have to, I guess.
Very well. From your new vantage point, past the passageway that opened up, you see 2 directions. The first is to the south, and for the first time, you can feel a breeze of what is fresh air rather than the stagnant, dusty, rotted smell that has been filling this tomb of doom.
Yeah.
To the left, no, I apologize. That is my left from our current perspective. But from your perspective to the right, you see another light coming from what appears to be a small alcove, and also another passageway leading to the south. So you can go south from your direction, or right, which there's another entrance here, and, well, you don't know. It's too dark to find out what's there.
Well, there's fresh air this way, so I'm voting
Correct.
this way.
I'll follow.
Okay, this way.
Yeah, Poe's just following.
Very good. When you get to the edge, following the fresh air, it gets fresher and fresher until when you get even closer, you hear the sound of tumbling water. It appears that magically from the edges of the cavern opens up into a large, wide area. It is fresh and green and pure, unlike the gnarled black woods that you entered to this tomb. It is a complete paradox. Beneath you runs a waterfall from the stones underneath, and you can see them tumbling hundreds of feet down into a wide ocean below. Above this waterfall floats the same beautiful lizard maiden, with her perfect scales shimmering, reflecting from the water, as she sings a sweet song that simply warns you of deals with demons before she fades down into the waterfall itself.
We gotta save her!
Uh,
No? No?
No,
we're not?
I don't-
sure.
Well, she is gone now.
Oh no!
Huh.
I don't think this direction is going to yield much of anything. We should probably backtrack a bit.
While you were going through that passageway, there is also one other direction that is revealed to you. Correct.
Mr. Master of Games, is it possible
Yes.
for my character to say something without you being upset at me personally?
Of course, I understand the limitations of what is in game and what is out of game.
Okay, good.
I am all powerful and all wise.
Then Poe is going to say, "Well, it's a shame she died, but lizard is a pretty good meal with some cabbage."
Tyrath gives a calm smile, but you can see he's writing down something behind.
Al narrows his eyes nervously.
Why would you say
I'm just
that?
taking notes.
Al, why would you say that?
I'm playing in character.
Al, what?
We were told at the start that we are to create a character and play them.
Yeah,
That's
Correct.
what I'm doing.
that's. Anyways, I'm kind of thinking of heading up and then down this hallway a bit. See what's over this way. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Is this in or out of character?
This is in Tom
Patrick says.
character. Tom character.
Layers upon layers.
So Tom saying that out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick says, I would probably go this way. Probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That way.
Oh. Okay.
Very good. You begin to traverse that direction when, towards your left, I would like each of you to roll me a d20.
Oh my god.
Is this against anything?
Oh.
No, just roll it, please. The void. You hear a small voice ringing in your ear, saying, this way, towards delights you have never seen, and living flesh you have never eaten. Poe, you hear the sounds of your darling children of your village saying, cabbages, cabbages, fresh cabbages for all. Both
Oh.
coming from that direction directly to the south.
Poe's gonna tap the girl in front of him and say, "Excuse me, miss, but I believe there's food down that direction. Lots of cabbages, if I'm hearing correctly."
Wait a minute. I thought it was Cyber Knight, you, then me.
Oh, well, I would tap you behind me.
Don't touch
Turn
me!
around. Oh, okay.
Well, actually, no. Can I retcon that a bit? I have a
Yeah,
better
my
idea.
finger,
Yes,
aren't you?
I will allow
Yeah, I'm
it.
gonna bite
gonna
your
bite my
finger. I'm
finger.
gonna bite your finger.
Oh my
It
god.
looked like a little sausage.
Can I try to dodge?
You can attempt, but juicers have very good reflexes.
Remember, I'm OP.
Yeah.
Roll
my
roll an attack.
Oh
Mila.
no.
Okay.
With her teeth.
Yes, it is a
And
bite attack.
I am hungry too. Hang on.
Yes.
So that's a plus. Wait, do I get my modifier because it's more of a? Is that hand to hand? Would that count? No, it probably
Yes,
would.
it would
You think?
count as hand to
So
hand.
D20 plus 6.
Yeah.
Even though it is mouth to hand.
Okay. So D20 plus 6. 24 against his
You
finger.
may attempt to. Well, you cannot parry. You can attempt to dodge your hand out of the way. Poe.
I'm gonna try. No.
You fail.
Yeah.
Nemi, roll 2d4 damage. Do not add your strength, though, since it is just your jaw.
Okay. 2d4. 3.
You take 3 points of SDC damage, Poe.
Oh, look.
Yes.
That was the rest of them.
Are you down to hit points? Tyrath asks with a big toothy smile.
Yes, it would seem I am down to hit points.
That is most unfortunate.
Poe,
Nemi bites hard on your finger, and although it draws some blood, she does not cleave it completely off, and you're able to withdraw the finger from her mouth. Nemi, you get a taste of blood. He pauses for a moment and says, "And you like it. You're used to it. It's the same blood that was on the cabbages."
I mean,
Poe,
You taste pretty good, little farming man.
See,
Oh.
why is it okay when she does it, but when I do it, you get all upset?
I haven't had a chance to react yet.
Well, you may
Power
react.
lines.
Also, Cyber Knight, are you continuing down the pathway, ignoring your companions, or are you turning around?
Oh, I'm gonna turn around.
Unfortunate.
Poe's gonna drop the rifle with a yelp and cradle his finger in another leaf of cabbage he found in a pocket and go, "Ow, miss, why?"
ooh. I mean, ooh. And she'll grab the leaf that you're using and eat it.
She is fast enough, she can do that.
I guess Poe will then stick his finger in his mouth to try and stem the bleeding.
She'll look at you and give a smile. Good, isn't it?
Shakes his head, confused.
Guys, can we please? We all need to get out of this together, right?
Cabbages. The best cabbages I have ever tasted, you hear from the south. Now both Nemi and Poe can hear this. And Patrick, your character, the Void, can hear those same seductive words. Fortunately or unfortunately, the Cyber Knight hears no such whispers.
Hmm? I mean,
What's that?
All I hear is useless cabbages.
Poe
No.
yells down there, "How am I supposed to pick the cabbages when my damn finger's broken?"
The voice replies, and once again, Tyrath waves his hands around to create a false mimic voice, this time in a high female seductive voice. The cabbages are so ripe that they will fall off and into your mouth. There is no effort needed. Come, succulent, beautiful cabbages. Come and see and eat your fill. Forget this horrible place. Come.
I know it's not exactly a skill, but can I roll for knowledge of cabbage?
No, you chose farming. You may take that.
Oh, okay. I'd like to roll to see if cabbages can actually commonly be that
Good.
succulent.
Very well.
I fail by 13.
Yes, you think that seems perfectly feasible.
Pohu goes, "We should go that direction, and we're all obviously very hungry, and there's
Yeah.
food that way."
Yeah.
What?
So you all head towards the south.
Wait, where are you guys going? How do you know
You
there's food
follow
there?
them.
I guess I'll trail behind, but I'll pick up the plasma ejector to make sure that, nobody tries to eat Poe.
I think that's a good idea. So
Very
this way
well.
is the void.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Will I be able to notice? Actually, no, that wouldn't be in character. Never mind. Sorry. Whoops.
Very good. Do not use information outside the game. So all of you are entering this room, or I heard that James is hanging back
Yeah, I'm
into the
hanging back.
hallway?
Yeah.
I see. But Poe, Nemi, and the Void are entering the room.
Yes.
Yes. I will note that my character does have detect ambush and sixth sense.
Very good. Luckily, neither are applicable. Your sixth sense has not gone off. Hold on for a moment. Do you care deeply emotionally for the farmer character that you are playing with?
Of course, he's my meal.
Very well. Still, there is no psychic inclination. However, when the three of you step within the small room, a sudden stone door falls from the ceiling, sealing you in the room, and unfortunately, the Cyber Knight is cut off in the hallway. Inside the room, it is the darkest, deepest black. No windows, no light sources whatsoever. Nemi,
Can I punch the
the
dark?
Void. You may flail around, but it does not do anything. And Poe, all you can hear are your own breaths and the sounds of effort as Nemi tries to punch the black away. Finally, that silence is interrupted by the sound of a thud, of a thump, repeating, the sound of a heartbeat, continuing on.
Master of
Thump.
Games.
Thump, thump. Yes, I am describing this, so this better be important.
I'm sure you'll probably enjoy this. If I am trying to be as fair as possible, should I have to roll for any chance that the wild flailing may have hit me?
No. Luckily for you, she was punching in a different direction.
That's very clear.
Cyber Knight, out in the hallway.
Mhm.
You are faced with a stone slab before you, and roll me a d20.
19.
Very good. After a few moments, you can also hear the thump, thump, thump of a rising heartbeat coming from the room that you're sealed away from,
Okay.
back into the room itself. The thumps get louder and louder until it causes the backs of your teeth to vibrate. Finally, the thumping stops, and a large, powerful, booming voice says, "Earn my heart. Sacrifice."
Sacrifice? I mean,
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice the weak, so the strong may grow. That is the secret of my black heart.
hang on. Okay, so I have an idea out of character. I don't know if it fits my character so much, but I have an idea of what I can sacrifice.
Continue.
You're right. After, I'm sorry, Poe, that you're a delicious human being and that someday I want to eat you, but I will sacrifice something that I feel is weak in the team. I will sacrifice my hatred for you. You're a good person, and I think we could be good friends.
Oh, Poe like takes his broken finger and like puts it to his chest and goes, "That's the kindest thing anyone's ever said to me."
That's not easy. I tell you, it's not easy, but I will certainly try. I think I can do it. But God, it's hard. It's so hard. I mean, your face. But I will try. I will try not to.
Well, if we get out of here, you're welcome to come by and get cabbages for free anytime you want.
You can't see it, but Nemi gives you a small little smile.
I'd like that.
It is perfectly dark. Speaking of the void, what are you doing?
Silently cursing in my mind, thinking that he now has another ally.
He has the uncanny ability to get allies.
By being dumb.
Why does everyone want to protect him?
I've been wondering that since the beginning of this session.
Well, he seems to be dying of natural causes anyway. Hopefully no one will notice after a few more accidents.
Mila gives a worried glance.
You see Patrick actually looking like he's pondering.
Tyrath himself looks like he's pondering too, as he says, "Your emotions of hatred are not weak. They are strong. You yourself admitted you had to wrestle to put them aside."
But that's the thing. I'm not saying that the emotions are weak. I'm saying my hatred is weak in the team. He didn't specify. That's his own damn fault if you ask me.
In fact, if you think about it, that's a team effort, teamwork to sacrifice the weakness of the team.
Tyrath looks over to Tom and he says, "How about you? I should give you a chance to act or do something."
I would like to put the plasma ejector down, summon my Psi Sword, and start wailing at the slab.
Your Psi Sword strikes the slab, and a bright spark begins to emerge as you begin to carve into the stone. The dark blackness inside the room begins to give light to a spark, and then another. The red glow of the fire behind you, James, begins to pour through the cracks as you slice the stone away with your magic, more of a psionically focused blade. Fresh air seeps into a room, and as light falls around the other three individuals, you see in the very center of the room a black heart. But instead of being full of blood and pumping, it is shriveled up, dying in the center of the floor. Weak thuds begin to thump from it, but mere echoes of the big thuds you heard before.
For comedic effect, the void will be over Poe behind him with a dagger held up high, frozen with a startled face.
Of course he would. Of course he would.
Poe, not knowing this, would say, if we're clearing the air, I guess I should say that there's been some tension. I'm sorry I pointed a gun at you, but if you ever need food too, I'd be welcome to provide some for you as well, sir.
Patrick says out loud, "He did mention kids."
Al just puts his hand in his hand.
Oh, man. Why kill this guy when you could have a whole factory? Anyways, that's terrible.
Tyrath clears his throat and says, "Yes, well, regardless, you have all had a flurry of emotions, and that final emotional outpour sated the creature you are now residing in. Completely satisfied, they usher you out on invisible fingers of force back to the front of the tomb of doom. You find your cabbage cart, farmer, untouched and instead filled with the rare gold leaf cabbage, enough to feed your entire village for over a year. Cybernite, you have learned that facing the evil temptations and the warping influence of evil and coming out unscathed is more than a test of mettle of one of your code of chivalry. Although you get no material gain, you are spiritually stronger for the experience, which would reflect on your character sheet as a permanent +2 versus horror factor.
Sweet.
Nemi, you had a good time, I guess. You're no longer hungry. And, well, maybe if you try real hard one day, you might be able to eat a plasma injector if you get bionic teeth. As for the void, Tyrath gives a big toothy smile. Those children in that village, after being fed golden cabbage for a year, will be nice and plump. And with that, Tyrath waves his hands. All the books, the pages, your character sheets, the dice, the table, all fade away. You hear in this distance a horrible sounding, blooping, gurgling noise as Tyrath looks over his left shoulder and says, my experimentation has finished. Thank you for being mildly amusing. I have learned very much there is about you humans, and perhaps there might be tasks in the future that you might be still useful for. Until then, goodbye. And the last thing you see is another flash of purple light. The end.
Yay!
We did it! We did it!
Patrick says before all of this ends, at least your character lived.
Al nods, and he has like a small sheen of sweat on his brow, and he goes, "Yeah, Poe turned out to be tough as nails."
Why are you sweating?
What? Oh, it must be hot here.
Oh, Mila, you never asked why I named your character Nebby or Nemi.
Why did you name my character Nelly?
Because it's all of your names: Nora, Ellie, Mila, Mariah. And I added
Almost
why.
had to.
Oh, that's right. Ellie exists. Mila goes away. Ellie's here. Hi.
Oh no!
Almost had to name her Nubs.
The session wasn't canon, so don't worry about
Yeah, this was not canon.
As you could tell, with Tyra saying things like "it is totally overpowered."
Like some of these phrases, I never realized until now how much I wanted Tyrath to actually talk like that.
I love that this was the typical first time session dungeon crawl of a group. Players tried to kill each other.
Hey! I loved that.
Oh yeah.
I've always loved the I'm going to attack my party member. Another party member comes in. If you attack him, I'll attack you. Another party member comes in. If you attack that person, I will attack you.
And yet somehow we came together as a team in the end.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
In a really weird way. I totally thought you guys were gonna pick the adventure, the wondrous world of Fart Blossom. I was actually honestly surprised you went with the
Dude, I was 100% expecting that one.
Well, you know what? If this works and we want to do another special, I don't see another reason why we can't play these same.
Yeah, right?
I'm all for it.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Try different skills, a different environment. Maybe
Al
have someone
needs to
who's been-
re-roll a new character.
I don't think he does.
I love it.
I
I
don't
love
think he
Poe. Poe's great.
Tyrath really likes beating up that fucking farmer.
Okay, fine.
I consider it a victory that he just Survived.
He tried
Yeah.
so hard to kill you, especially after all your comments about his character.
Oh my god! I love the roll one, roll again.
what was that 2 dice?
Oh, I was rolling.
I'm running for the hit and the poison.
I like how it took you guys an hour to get into the
Yeah.
He had to pick you up and put you in there.
My cabbages.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Anyways,
oh my god. Well, that
I
was
think
really
that's-
fun, guys.
yeah.
That's it for us this time, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk with the chat a little bit if they like, but otherwise, yeah, we're
Oh,
good.
yeah,
Oh yeah, those 43 assholes.
Oh no, I was calling us.
Us
I was like,
assholes,
we were the we're
It went up to 46, actually.
Oh, there you go.
oh, mine just says 42.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's the answer.
Mhm.
Yep. Life
Yeah.
universe and everything. No, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
I
man.
never thought this would, but it does. I like playing Tyrath as a GM.
I like really when we kind of got into the swing of things of like, like what's the tone? It's like, oh, just absolute batshit crazy. Okay, I can roll with this.
I love how Patrick is that character who takes his character way too seriously
Yes.
and will kill his own teammates over it.
I like how Patrick like follows the letter of the rules, and Al is more like the spirit of the rules. Like, you can use the knife, yeah, but he wouldn't.
True.
But he would use this gun.
Yeah, well, yes.
In the actual Risk campaign, what level are you guys? Level 9 or 10?
9,
Nine.
going on 10, I think.
Yeah, going
I
on 10.
am
Thanks, Gur.
level 11 in the actual Rifts campaign.
Holy poop.
Maybe
Wow.
I'm 10 going on 11. That makes more sense, I think.
I think I'm lower level because I think multi-classing really takes it out.
Sure.
I'm a lower,
yeah, you know what?
lower
You might be
level
right,
'cause I'm
too.
a
I'll have to-
spaz.
I'll have to look at my character sheet. I know I'm like only a few thousand away from leveling, but I don't know if that's 10 or 11.
Sure.
I'll check. But I have to away, my fellow friends. This was
Of course.
amazing.
This was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Much fun.
All right, take care, everyone, and everyone in the stream. Take
Yeah.
care.
Bye.
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 Bye.